each one a different kind of statement on wheels. If there's one car that captures the spirit of American rock and roll, it's the Corvette, and Paul's C5 convertible fits that image perfectly. Produced from the late 90s into the early 2000s, this car blends classic American muscle with a clean, refined exterior. Its 5.7-liter V8 engine delivers over 340 horsepower, offering thrilling acceleration and a satisfying roar, perfect for a quick escape or a sunset cruise. The convertible top adds to its charm, letting the breeze roll through as the radio hums with echoes of Hey Jude. For McCartney, the Corvette is more than just a car. It's a nostalgic nod to a youthful, rebellious era when the open road meant freedom and inspiration. Paul McCartney isn't just a music icon, he's also a dedicated environmentalist and animal rights advocate. That makes the Lexus LS 600HL a perfect fit. As a full-size hybrid luxury sedan, it delivers a quiet, graceful ride with reduced emissions. Its V8 hybrid engine offers smooth power, while the interior wraps passengers in polished wood, plush leather, and cutting-edge tech. But for Paul, this car isn't just about luxury, it's about responsibility. It shows that elegance and sustainability can live in harmony, a value he's promoted both on stage and off for decades. If the Corvette is the rebel and the Lexus is the thinker, then the Range Rover Autobiography is the king. This SUV is the definition of British sophistication. Built for comfort, command, and prestige, it's the kind of vehicle you could imagine Sir Paul rolling up in to a recording session or disappearing into the countryside with. With features like massaging seats, panoramic views, and whisper-quiet cabins, it offers the perfect retreat for a man who's spent a lifetime in the spotlight. It's big, bold, but never loud, just like McCartney's legacy. Sometimes less is more, and the Range Rover Vogue proves it. Sleeker, simpler, and more understated than the Autobiography, the Vogue offers McCartney a refined and private driving experience. It's elegant without being showy, high performance without needing to shout. For someone like Paul, who's long favored humility over hype, the Vogue fits seamlessly into his lifestyle. Whether he's headed to a studio, a charity gala, or just out for lunch with his wife, it offers quiet luxury on his terms. From Detroit muscle to British grace, McCartney's car choices reflect the many sides of his personality. Each vehicle tells a story, not just about style and horsepower, but about values, legacy, and the joy of the ride. But the cars are only part of the equation. Up next, we pull back the curtain on the billion-dollar business empire Paul McCartney has built quietly behind the scenes. Long before the term artist-entrepreneur became fashionable, Paul McCartney was already playing in that tune, quietly building a business empire that, like his music, has stood the test of time. While the spotlight followed his guitar, McCartney was making strategic moves behind the scenes, publishing, licensing, investing, and turning every beat into long-term wealth. From the very beginning, McCartney understood the value of ownership. That mindset led to the creation of MPL Communications, a company that today holds the rights to over 25,000 copyrights. We're talking beyond the Beatles. His catalog includes legendary Broadway scores like Guys and Dolls, A Chorus Line, Annie, and Grease. Imagine collecting royalties every time one of those shows is performed or revived around the world. That's not luck, that's vision. But McCartney's business brilliance didn't stop with performances. His recording contracts alone read like a masterclass in artist leverage. After the Beatles signed with Parlophone Records in 1962, their music was distributed in the US by Capitol Records, a subsidiary of EMI. Later, the group founded Apple Records, which gave them more control over their work, even as EMI still owned the masters. After the Beatles split in 1970, McCartney renegotiated the terms of ownership, eventually regaining rights to his solo catalog from EMI as part of a fresh deal. In 1979, he shocked the industry by signing with Columbia Records in the US and Canada, a deal so lucrative it was considered the biggest in music history at the time. The cherry on top? Columbia offered him the chance to acquire Frank Music, the publishing company behind Frank Loesser's catalog. That's the kind of play only a few artists have the leverage to make. Even though that deal didn't turn out to be as profitable for Columbia as expected, They reportedly lost $9 million. McCartney came out on top. By 1985, he returned to Capitol and stayed with EMI until 2006. Then in 2007, he broke new ground again, becoming the first major artist to sign with Hear Music, Starbucks' music label. Always innovating, always a step ahead. And then there's the infamous battle for Northern Songs, the publishing company that held the rights to most Lennon-McCartney tracks. Paul once owned 20%, but when the company went public and eventually fell into the hands of ATV and later Michael Jackson, McCartney tried unsuccessfully to buy the rights back. Jackson's decision